Alright, just show you the beautiful evening we've got coming here in Malaysia. Basically, I had a massive issue. I went to Outdoorgate Kayaking near Nilai. Well, it's on the Sepang coast in the mangroves, and got home, transferred all my footage. I was really pleased because I got like an eagle with a snake and like great mangrove footage and the whole experience of the kayak tour. Transferred it over and every single video file is corrupted. So I'm kind of gutted, not just for me, not just for you to experience it without going, but for the people of Outdoorgate, that I can't put their offering out on YouTube. I don't know if there's other YouTubers that have done it. So anyway, excuse my state, I've just finished at the gym, but I just want to, I guess the only thing I can do is just take you through the experience. So you obviously navigate to Outdoorgate Kayaking in Sepang, and there's a cinder car park. Walk down a cinder track through what I realized later on was a restaurant, and then there's a slatted walkway, really nicely done, kind of curved wooden slats, down to what can only be described as like a river house. So it's on barrels. They've created a kind of platform, and then on the platform basically a dwelling with so I joined a group of 11 who had slept there the night before. They had these little pods you could sleep in. So they were like zipped mosquito-proof pods, and so they had slept there. There were obviously showers, there was a kitchen. It was really nice because it was like open to the river, like to the elements, but you're kind of mosquito-proofed. It was really well equipped, full kitchen. I didn't actually have a shower, but I assume they're fully functioning. Really sweet lady that ran the place, I think maybe with her son, possibly. So I got there at 4 for the sunset kayak trip, and joined the group of 11 who I realized afterwards, like, they were all friends on one single booking. And we had a brief like health and safety, you know, if you fall out, can you swim, life jackets, how to paddle, all the kind of basics to get you going. Anyway, got on the kayaks, headed up river or down river, don't know which way it was, and the guide was great, told us all about the types of mangroves, what they're used for, where previously they've been cut down. Here they haven't been like cut down for charcoal. All this footage is missing, I'm so sorry. And what else? So we saw there's fish, there's loads of mud skippers that kind of run across the surface of the water to the other bank where the mud is, and then they run back onto the other bank. That was cool to see. Saw the eagle with the snake in its talons, like flying over. We didn't see any monkeys, but apparently there are. We tried to spot the crabs. The one was with the big crab hands, but we didn't see any of them. We tried to see, there were like lobster places. Again, we didn't see them, but we went looking. We went into like the mangrove jungle, I guess you could call it, and kind of ducked and weaved in between branches. The guide shared a dragon fruit like bowl he had bought with us, and some lovely tea. They had, oh, I can see a drone, it's just appeared overhead, that's cool. It was like lemon water with plums or something. Anyway, that was delicious. We then kayaked a little bit more, very comfy kayaks, good paddles. We didn't go far, like, I don't know, 400 meters, 500 meters maybe upriver, and then paddled back, went in another place. Like, you're constantly like doing something, and the group was great. Everyone was super chilled. The guide, again, like I say, was really informative, knew loads, and that was great. Did a couple of like fun things where you kind of ducked a bridge because when we went, the water was coming in, because it's salty water, because it's mangroves. You're like effectively in the sea, but in the mangrove part of it. So yeah, the water was rising as we were there. Back to the place. I've kind of missed loads out, but you get kind of the idea. Back to the place. Oh yeah, so apparently the monkeys eat the yellow leaves and the shrimp. Do they eat the shrimp? Or the lobsters? Anyway, they sounded like they had the best diet ever. What else? We didn't see any snakes apart from the one in the eagle's talons. What else? Fish. I didn't ask about crocodiles. Call to press just started. Back to the place where you could stay. I wasn't staying, I was just there for the kayak trip. And the lady had prepared like dinner, so for the other guests there was rice and a whole thing going on. For me, because I'm veggie, so there was a lovely veggie pizza for me. And then yeah, you could chill out on the house for, I don't know, I at some point headed off because I wanted to get home for the kids' bedtime, but it was lovely setting, lovely sunset, lovely vibe, really chilled out. So I'd recommend it. The other 11, they had travelled out from KL and their various places, and they had stayed, I think they were staying that night, and they had stayed the night before. I think I'm getting ravaged by mosquitoes. Interestingly, on the kayak trip, I didn't put any mozzie guard on, and only when we got towards the very end did we suddenly see like some mozzies, and then we sprayed. But it wasn't a problem, I wasn't bitten, nothing like that, so that was all good. Yeah, I think that's it. I headed off, they were staying another night in these pods, looked really cool. It would be a really good experience for like a group up to, so they can take 12. And yeah, I headed off, and that was it. I'm really sorry about the footage. I'm sorry to Outdoorgate again that I didn't get the footage to put out on the web. But I hope this explanation has in some way made up for my error, and hopefully this footage won't be corrupted. Alright, that's it. Enjoy.